Tron land clearing is finally gathering pace, and we also have more Club 33 news in this week's What in the World for March 12th. Hi everyone and welcome to What in the World, a brand new show where we take a look at the last 7 days of Walt Disney World news. First up in this week's news, Magic Kingdom. First up in Magic Kingdom news this week, land clearing began last month on all of the trees where the Tron ride is currently to be built. As we can see in these photos, significant progress has been made on clearing all of the trees on this site, and we now actually have line of sight to Cinderella Castle from outside of the Magic Kingdom. The land clearing will be 8 acres in total, but there's still quite a bit of work to be done before any building work can actually start on the site. Later in the week, there were more photos posted where we can see that land clearing looks to be nearly complete, with round about 90% of the trees actually clear. There's also a temporary tent and a perimeter of concrete barricades at the pond on the site, and the backside of Space Mountain can be seen through the last few trees. Tron should be open for the Magic Kingdom's 50th anniversary in October 2021, as the permits filed show a summer 2021 completion date. In Epcot news this week, rumours have been building about something happening with the Wonders of Life Pavilion. The pavilion isn't being used as the festival centre for the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival after 10 years. There have been multiple sightings of Imagineers and senior leadership around the pavilion site, and a lot of maintenance work has taken place, with the roof being fully pressure washed and also some tiles being replaced, even on the back side. This has led to rumours that this site could become the space-themed restaurant that was announced at D23 last year. There have also been rumours later on in the week that the pavilion could be turned into a Wakandan-themed area featuring Black Panther. Now, there were rumours last year that the space-themed restaurant would be built in a brand new building which would be set off to the right of Mission Space. But there's been no further news since last year, and no clearing of the site has actually begun to start work. Now, using the existing pavilion for the new space-themed restaurant would save Disney some money. However, this space, I believe, would be too big for what will be needed for the actual restaurant itself. Now, there is office space and also storage space on the backside of this building. Now, that could be expanded inside to take up the additional space. Now, these are only rumours at present, and there's good reasons why this space-themed restaurant could go on either site. But, as usual, we'll have to wait for official word from Disney till we see what's happening. Now, this first story is just a quick update for Hollywood Studios. Walt Disney Presents this week had a photo opportunity where guests could live out their Oscar moments. Cast members didn't know how long this photo opportunity would be available, so if you're in the area, pop in and have your photo taken with an Oscar. Now, while we're talking about the Oscars, Disney started its promotion of Toy Story Land during last Sunday night's broadcast, releasing 3 brand new commercials. These 3 new ads see the ball from Andy's room making its way across different states of the US, eventually ending up in Walt Disney World with Woody. These are all live on the Disney Parks YouTube channel if you want to check them out fully. As well as these 3 new ads, Disney will also be releasing 3 brand new games that you can play by visiting ToyStoryPlaytime.com. The first of these is available now and is based on Slinky Dog Dash. The first game, Slinky Dog Stretch, sees us have 10 seconds to stretch Slinky Dog around all of the toys in Andy's backyard. For those who haven't heard yet, Toy Story Land opens on June 30th, but there could be some soft openings before this date. In last week's show, we spoke about Disney's exclusive Club 33 and how a doorbell had shown up at Epcot's American Adventure Pavilion. This week, another rumoured location has had a doorbell shown up, the former Catwalk Bar, behind the Hollywood Brown Derby, so we can move this location into the confirmed column. Now, this bell has a very similar look to the other bell that we mentioned last week. However, it does seem to be a little bit more themed to the style of the Hollywood Brown Derby. We can see, although it hasn't been installed yet, space underneath for what should be an RFID scanner, as we spoke about on the previous bell. This again means club members can potentially use their magic bands to gain access to these exclusive clubs. As we've mentioned before, these rumoured locations include the Adventureland Veranda at Magic Kingdom, the American Adventure Pavilion at Epcot, which was pretty much confirmed by the bell last week, the former Catwalk Bar at Hollywood Studios, which is pretty much confirmed by this bell showing up, and also the back room at Tiffin's in Animal Kingdom. Now there's no Animal Kingdom news this week, but if you do feel the need for a little bit of an Animal Kingdom fix, we got all the details in last week's show about the upcoming 20th anniversary celebration. In other news this week, if you're lucky enough to be celebrating your birthday at Walt Disney World, why not celebrate in style by picking up a brand new pair of these ears? Disney has just released these It's My Birthday Mickey ears, which retail at $17.99. There's also a headband version, which retails at $24.99. Now, as we spoke about earlier, the Oscars aired on the 4th of March, and Disney started its promotion for Toy Story Land. Disney also, during this event, aired its brand new teaser trailer for Mary Poppins Returns. Now, I wasn't sure about a sequel being made to this movie, as it was quite beloved by Walt, who tried to get the rights from P.L. Travers for 20 years after making a promise to his daughters. However, after watching this first teaser trailer, it is very reminiscent of the first movie, and we can see the street the Banks live on looks exactly the same. The new movie sees Mary Poppins return to visit a now grown-up Jane and Michael Banks and Michael's 3 children following a personal loss. The film stars Emily Blunt as Mary Poppins, along with Meryl Streep, Colin Firth, and even an appearance by Dick Van Dyke as the son of the original banker. The film is due for release in Christmas this year. Now, in an effort to give guests more evening dining options, Disney Springs is offering late night entertainment and dining during March. On Thursday to Saturday during March, we have the following restaurants offering some entertainment and extra dining. First up is the Edison. The late night menu starts at 10 p.m. and entertainment runs from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Enzo's Hideaway will have a soloist that will take you back to a bygone era, and the Boathouse will have a live band performing until midnight with a full menu available until 1 a.m. Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar will have larger-than-life entertainment, Parity Show 37 will have dancers and live music, and STK will have a live DJ that plays all night. Now, for those of you that don't visit the parks often enough like me, Disney has made it possible this week to view the parks like never before by introducing 360-degree panoramas in Google Street View. This lets you dive into Google Maps and look fully around, and you might even see some characters. Locations include all of the 4 parks, the 2 water parks, and the ESPN Wide World of Sports. Now, to create these images, Google used a Street View Trekker, which is a backpack with a built-in camera system. The operator moves through the areas and images are automatically gathered and then stitched together to form these 360-degree panoramas. These are all available to view now in Google Street View. Permits have been filed this week for Disney to explore the Old River Country site, which is near Fort Wilderness under the name Project 89. For those who don't know, Disney's River Country is an abandoned water park which was opened from 1976 and closed in November 2001 permanently. It sits on Bay Lake and used to be separated from this using a rubber bladder. Since it closed in 2001, the site has been abandoned. To this day, some of the slides do still exist. However, it is hard to see them under all of the plant growth. Now, the permits filed by Disney this week are about exploration of this site and ask for permission for drilling. This would be to evaluate the soil conditions. It's currently too early to tell, but depending on the outcome of this drilling on the site, it could indicate future development. Given its location and also the expansion of the parks, my bet would be on a brand new Magic Kingdom Resort Hotel. And following on from last week's news about Disneyland Resort Paris' $2 billion expansion, the President of Real Estate Development at Disneyland Resort Paris, Francis Borrezi, has also announced this week that Disney Village will be getting a major renovation. There's also a lot of talk about expansion into the area between the end of Disney Village and also Newport Bay, with the possibility of a brand new convention centre. This area currently only houses a tenting system for the Disney Business Centre. The first thing, however, will be the renovation of existing tenants, like Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show, which has been open since 1992. With Mickey and Friends being added in 2009. There are also plans to renovate Planet Hollywood, which does look very dated at present. Planet Hollywood owner Robert Earl has advised they are waiting to see what Disney does first and also discussing future plans. Lastly, in this week's news is a construction update for Disney's new transportation system, the Disney Skyliner. This is a wire-driven gondola system which used to be very similar to what they had in the California park, the Disneyland Skyway. The new transportation system will go between Epcot and Hollywood Studios, with stop-offs at Disney's brand new Riviera Resort, the Caribbean Beach, and also a shared station on Hourglass Lake between pop century and art of animation. Some of the cabins will have exterior designs to make it seem as if some of the characters are riding with you, and also each of the stations for this gondola system will be themed to the area in which it's placed. As we can see in these photos, both the towers and also the stations seem to be progressing at quite a fast pace. Disney hasn't officially released a date for any opening of the Skyliner as of yet. That's it for another week of news from What in the World. If you did like the show, please give us a massive thumbs up, and if you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get told every time we upload a brand new show. You can find us through the week at What in the D World on both Facebook and Twitter, and until next time, we'll see you real soon.